My first time in the US in 6.5 years. Hey there, so we got a day 2 update. I'm in the US. I'm in New York. Let's let this focus. There's the skyline. So that's New York City back there. Anyway, so day 2 of flying went quite a bit better. The flight from Amsterdam to New York was quite smooth. I had a very nice breakfast at the hotel that I was staying at. Also had a pretty nice dinner there last night. Two things that I want to point out about Amsterdam. I was really impressed by the happy people that were there. I noticed when I was still in the airport and I got something to eat there, I was sitting near like a crew area, like kind of something like behind, it was like behind the wall. Is this lighting better? Yeah. So while I was sitting there, I heard someone singing. It was a female and her voice sounded great. So I was sitting there eating and I knew that there was a few people behind the door. They all seemed to be enjoying their job. Yeah, so they were having fun, enjoying their job. But so I finished eating and I went over and kind of like peeked in and I was like, hey, excuse me. I said, who's got the singing voice? There was 2 guys and 2 girls in there. They all looked at me like they were embarrassed. And slowly, like the one guy pointed at one of the girls and then the other 2 all pointed at her. She was looking at, like, they were all embarrassed. Like, she was looking at me in total shock. And I was like, no, keep singing. Always be singing. It sounded great. And they, like, we all laughed. Like, clearly they were worried about what I was about to say, but, yeah, that was cool. And then this morning when I was having breakfast at the hotel, like the kitchen breakfast crew there, this was 6 o'clock in the morning, and they had music playing loud. They were listening to Queen, and like they were all singing and dancing in the back, and it was amazing. I loved it. I absolutely loved it so much. So I've never really spent any serious time in Amsterdam, and I think I need to change that sometime and go back there. Now the flight was good. Absolutely no complaints. I watched 4 movies. I watched the new Indiana Jones movie, the recent one, The Dial of Destiny or something like that. Fully recommend for classic Indiana Jones fans. I loved it. I was really happy with it. Then I watched National Lampoon's Vacation. I was kind of in the mood I kind of nodded off sleeping, and I purposely wanted to pick like an older comedy that I wouldn't miss anything if I nodded off, but I only slept for maybe 5 minutes. And then, speaking of sleeping, I did not sleep well in my hotel. It was nice, but I did not sleep well. I hope I get some good sleep tonight. I watched a documentary about Tom Petty, the making of Wallflowers, which is such an amazing album. And then, what was the other one? The last one I watched, Turning Red? Is it Turning Red? This Disney Pixar movie about the girl that turns into a red panda. I love red pandas, so that was really the main reason that the running time fit well with the remaining time on my flight, like perfectly to the minute, more or less. So I watched it. It was a cute movie. So anyway, now I've been sitting here, waiting for my connecting flight to Orlando, and then that's it. My first time in the US in 6.5 years. Feels kind of crazy. So, day 2 of my trip. Simple update, nothing too special, but I wanted to share mostly the story about the people singing in Amsterdam. I loved it. I'll come back with something when I arrive in Orlando before the day is over. So, see you in Orlando. So, Orlanded. It's been a while. My left ear didn't pop. And I'm having some trouble hearing. But I know that'll come soon. The flight was okay. I'm happy to be done. I'm gonna make this quick. My friend Glenn is gonna pick me up, so I need to go find him. And here I am, back in Orlando. I'm too tired to be excited or anything right now, so talk to you later. Okay, so I'm in Orlando. This is technically the morning of my first full day, but I need to wrap up day 2 of travel. I got to my hotel, got my bed. I'm staying in a shared room hostel. Got my bed and basically fell asleep. Very anticlimactic. So that ends day 2. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe for day 3. Bis dann. Tschüss.